Hey there guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing great. Today is day 5 of Vlogmas, also known as the last day of giveaways. So if you have not commented on the last 2 videos, so Vlogmas day 3 and Vlogmas day 4, make sure you go check out those videos because there is currently a giveaway going on for each of those videos, including this one, where all you really have to do is watch the video and find out what you need to comment, and then comment on the video, and then in tomorrow's video, I will be announcing the winners of Amazon gift cards. So make sure you go and check those videos out. Make sure you like and subscribe if you like the videos that you've seen. I will be doing one upload every single day for all of December up until Christmas. It's called Vlogmas. And so if you subscribe and like, then I know that you're enjoying these videos, and maybe it's something I'll consider doing next year. So today's video, I actually wanted to answer the question from yesterday's video. So yesterday's video, the day 4th, which was the gift guide ideas for him, be it your father, your brother, your neighbor, your boyfriend, your best friend, whoever it is, some gift ideas for him. I asked a question that was, what is your favorite gift you've ever received for Christmas? And actually a lot of people have commented so far, and some of them have really, some of those comments have kind of hit home. My favorite gift was actually from someone who isn't with us anymore, and so I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to talk about the experience, and I wanted to talk about how it made me feel and the way that it changed my life in a way. Not to be cheesy or corny or any other food item, but I really wanted to talk about it today, and so without further ado, here we go. Alright, so back in 2010, I was 17 years old, and little 17-year-old me had a guitar that my dad gifted me when I was 7 for Christmas. And so when I was 7, my dad could not afford to get us lessons. In fact, he was never actually able to afford to give me lessons. So what happened was, once I started middle school, my good friend Chris, who I've actually known since like 1st grade, possibly kindergarten, I'm not really sure, but my good friend Chris actually really got into guitar, and I said, you know, I've had a guitar since I was 7 years old and I have no idea how to play it. Like, you have to remember that YouTube wasn't really a thing back then. Like, if I was 7 years old now, I could probably teach myself anything using YouTube or using an online source. But back then, like, internet was still dial-up. Like, I'm not old, I'm that old. So basically, when I was gifted this guitar when I was 7 years old, I had really no means to teach myself to play. So I basically just, you know, treasured the guitar, took it out and like strummed it and tuned it once in a while, but I never really knew what else to do with it. And then when I was about maybe 14 or 15, my friend Chris started coming over, and since he was teaching himself, he never really taught me all the basics of it. He basically just said, tell me a song you want to learn and I'll teach you the easiest way to play it. So I learned chords, but I didn't learn what they were called. I learned strumming patterns, but didn't really matter because I only learned to play certain songs. So then when I was 16 or 17, I started taking guitar in high school because it was the only way for me to get free lessons, and I got graded on it. So since I already knew a couple of songs and I knew the finger patterns for some chords that I just didn't know what they were, I decided, you know what, I'm going to take a guitar class because it's the best way I can learn to play and see if it's something I actually really enjoy. So when I was 16 or 17, I must have been 17, because school started in September and I remember playing it. I remember my classes at the beginning of the semester. So when I was 17, I decided to take Guitar 1, which was just a course that was offered by my high school. And so there I am, 17 years old, holding a guitar I got when I was 7. And so it was about, like, I don't know, this big. It was tiny. It was very high pitched, so you could point me out in the crowd. But at least I was learning to play. I was really excited about it. But every single time I went home, my dad would say, play. And I'd be like, I'm not comfortable playing yet. And he's like, why are you so uncomfortable? I said, honestly, my guitar sounds a lot different than everyone else's because it's so small. And he's like, well, I do agree that, you know, it's probably about time we start thinking about getting another guitar. And I was like, yeah, well, guitars are expensive, and like, we've been having financial issues for years. Like, my parents were on and off and on strike at their job, and we had financial issues for most of my life. So then when Christmas rolled around in, again, 2010, I was 17, and we had already opened all the gifts under the tree, and everyone was like, you know, happy, and I was looking around and everyone was smiling, everyone was going through everything they'd gotten. My sister and I were eating the chocolates out of our stockings, and my dad goes, hey, does anyone see, Michelle, what is that? And I'm like, what is what? And he's like, there's something under the tree but like squished up against the couch. Can you see what that is? And I'm like, subtle. So yeah, I went over and I checked it out. I pulled it out, and of course it's a guitar, and I'm like, but how, huh? And so of course he's like, now I expect that you won't have any excuse to not play. So yes, my dad got me this guitar here when I was 17, and it was actually my last gift from him because he actually passed away right before Christmas in 2011. So this here guitar is now not 10 years old because it's 2020 and I got it in 2010. So this guitar here is 10 years old. I've been playing it on and off. You know, the feeling kind of comes and goes for it. But every single time I play it, and this is where like the whole Jack Frost love comes in. If you've watched my December 3rd video, you'll know that my favorite movie from Christmas of all time is Jack Frost. And every single time I play this, I almost feel like he's like listening. Like I almost feel like he's there. So it's really hard sometimes for me to bring it out because sometimes I'm like, I'm too vulnerable or whatever. But yeah, I took it to guitar class and I kind of sort of learned to play it. I learned to play chords, I learned to play songs. The first song I ever learned to play on it was Free Falling by Tom Petty. And then right after that was Don't Be Cruel by Elvis Presley. Of course, my teacher was a little old school, but so I learned to play it. And my biggest regret, and even though this isn't supposed to be a sad video, my biggest regret is that I never played for him. Because when I was 18 and just before Christmas, he passed away. So even though he'd been asking and asking and asking for me to play for him, I kept finding excuses after excuses not to. And then suddenly when I was finally ready to play for him, it was a song that I wrote because he was gone. So I think this is like a video that's like, first of all, like this is definitely like my favorite guitar, my favorite gift I've ever had. This is one of, I think, 9 guitars I've ever owned. I only currently own 4. Sold all the rest, but forever I will hold on to this one and the one I got when I was 7. I have that one as well because it's a symbol of the one person who's always supported every dream, no matter how big, no matter how small. He even inspired my first video camera that I bought. Even though I bought it to start YouTube, but I was too shy to start YouTube until a couple years ago. But he was the one that was there and inspired me to actually buy my first YouTube video camera as well. So yeah, I mean, I guess if nothing else, this video is just a good way for me to say, you know, keep the ones that you love close, and always remember to show gratitude and appreciation, and always remember that the most important gift you can be given is time. So make sure you're spending, like, I mean, this year it's gonna be really, really hard, I know, on a lot of people. I personally have never spent a Christmas that I can remember without my grandparents, and this year we're gonna have to stay separated. So remember that the best gift you can get, especially right now, is time. And you know, you don't want to take anything for granted, because you know, if I would have known when I was 17 that I wouldn't be with my dad when I was 18, a lot would be different, I think. I'm not trying to make this a sad video. It's actually a very happy video because I'm happy that, you know, I have a very, very physical, real symbol of my dad's support with me at all times. And that's kind of something that not everyone has. But yeah, so this here, once again, my Yamaha guitar is my absolute favorite gift I've ever received from anybody, for any point in time, for any reason. This is it. Alright, so since I didn't include a clip, which I'm sure you guys noticed, of how to win a gift card, I'm going to tell you right now. So what I want you to do in order to enter to win a gift card for today's giveaway for an Amazon gift card, here's what I want you to do. First of all, of course, I want you to put the country that you're currently living in your comment. This is just so I won't end up purchasing a gift card that you can't use. If you're in the US, I don't want to gift you a Canadian one, or if you're in the UK, I don't want to gift you something you can't use. So please remember to start off with the country that you live in, and then simply I want you to tell me exactly which Christmas song is your favorite to listen to in the festive season. And with that, I'm gonna say have yourselves a great day, and of course I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.